We will begin this video showing you the effects of the Hifu device on a piece of Perspex. This is a 4.5mm Perspex, and what you can see is that the Hifu device is making dents into the Perspex, but it's quite interesting because it makes dents on the outside part of the Perspex. And this is quite a useful exercise, so you understand how the physics of this type of device work. And also we're going to make more videos on this particular effect, and we're going to explain it in detail. But this is quite an interesting thing, so you have an idea what happens inside the skin. And we're going to jump directly into this device, which is a 3-in-1 Hifu device, which we place into the market. Is very good because it's compact and you can carry it with you. It's very lightweight, and it's got 3 functions: face, vaginal tightening, and also body contouring. It comes in 2 types of configurations. One is dual configuration, is to say face tightening, face skin tightening, and vaginal tightening. And the other one is the 3-in-1, that is to say the face tightening, body contouring, and vaginal tightening. Now we're going to go and show you this device. You can see the screen in there for the facial treatment. So it's got 3 types of software configurations. One is facial, another one is vaginal tightening, and the other one is body contouring. And in this particular part of the video, you're actually watching part of a facial skin tightening treatment. We don't go into detail about how this is carried out and why in this video, because later on we're going to release in-depth videos and training videos on how you can perform the sort of treatments, the type of cartridges that are used for different parts of the face, body, and dedicated videos on the vaginal tightening and rejuvenation as well. So in this video we're going to explore a few traits of this device, and in this particular example we're showing you parts of the facial treatment. And the good thing about this device, once again, is the fact that it comes with 3 functions, and you can select the one that you want. So for facial treatments, you have 3 cartridges. One is 1mm, the other one is 3mm, and 3.5mm. So let's explain briefly what that means. We're going to make more videos about that, but so you have an idea. 1mm means that the ultrasound is focused exactly 1mm from the surface of the skin. 3mm means that the ultrasound is focused 3mm from the surface of the skin. 4.5 means that the ultrasound is focused to act inside the skin 4.5mm from the surface of the skin. And these cartridges have different functions, and we're going to make dedicated training videos on how you can carry out this sort of treatments on the face. Then the body contouring option has 2 cartridges at the moment, so to say 8mm and 13 millimeters. So the 8mm is actually, as explained before, instead of being 4.5, basically the ultrasound is focused 8mm from the surface of the skin, and the 13mm, as the name says, it is focused 13 millimeters inside the skin, and this is actually for the application of body contouring, because when you're going that deep is just for body contouring. Then the vaginal tightening in this particular device has got two heads, the 3 millimeter head and the 4.5 millimeter head. But in this particular video, we're going to just give you an overview and a feel for this device that we're placing on the market. In the UK, you can get this device also on a rental basis if you want, so you don't have to purchase it outright. And normally a rental options come with no minimum contracts and so on. But the options can vary from time to time. So once again, this particular unit, we're very proud to introduce it because it adds a lot of value inside in the marketplace. Until now, these devices come with one application per device, and they're quite highly priced. And if you go and compare the price of other similar devices on the market, you'll find that is very competitive. So with the one unit, you're going to have all three options available for you, or the two options to say facial and vaginal tightening. So the other thing to emphasize with this type of unit is that it's very, very powerful for all applications. Of course, I've tried it myself, and you're going to actually see part of the treatment that has been done on me. And what normally happens is people can bear up to 50 to 60% of the maximum treatment intensity per cartridge. So basically, it's like having a very powerful car, and you can only drive to a certain speed. That is to say, for example, if you can go up to 200 kilometers an hour, you normally can, the speed limit is 130 kilometers an hour, but the cars are made to go even faster. And this is the same concept with this device. So this device is designed to be extremely powerful. But what you'll find when you do the treatments on your clients will usually be able to bear between 40 to 60% of the maximum power, and also is designed to deliver very little power if you want to deliver little power. So it's a very versatile unit, and one of the main advantages is that you've got lots of options within the one unit, and is completely portable within reason, of course. Is one of the smallest units on the market, and if you can imagine that, if you just go and compare this unit with single units per part of the body, you'll find that is very attractive in many ways. So what we've done here is we have condensed all the electronics of these units, and we're proposing a unit that has all these functions all in one. We wanted to make this quick video to give you an introduction to it, and as we already mentioned, we're going to explore each function in very much detail later on, and we're going to do and we're going to release loads of free training. And this is me, because we make sure that I make sure as well that I try every device, and in my case I couldn't even bear to withstand 30 to 35% of the intensity of this device. So it's a very powerful device, and I personally fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, is because it adds so much value, given the fact that you have these 3 different applications that were previously sold separately at a high price, but this one is condensing all these applications into one portable and compact device, and is very useful. You can see me right now, but then we're going to go into the next set of videos where we're going to show you the function of the vaginal tightening. We're not going to show you in this particular video any example on the vaginal tightening. We may going to do that later on, but we're going to show you the automation of this machine. It's a wonderful machine because it can do many things for you, and it doesn't take too long to train yourself, especially with our online training. And so all you have to do is just watch all the videos and study the material online, and then you've got, as normal with all our devices, far more information that you can get at any paid live training session, because we publish so much information about our devices that is not possible to match on a one-day seminar or something of the sort. So you're going to have the usual amazing added value from our online training, which is going to be released over the coming few months, because it requires a lot of efforts in order to put it together and publish it. And this is quite a good unit, but in this case what the operator is doing is actually making treatments diagonally, and then so it does a number of treatments in a certain direction, and then it follows with treatments in the opposite direction, 90 degrees from where the treatments were carried out. But we're going to publish videos on that, so you'll understand how they're carried out, why certain cartridges can be used in certain parts of the face and not other parts of the face, and so on, because we cannot actually explain it all in one video, so we have to split it in a number of videos, which you're going to see in this channel later on. And this is exactly what I mentioned before. So it's going in one direction, then makes the treatment in the opposite direction, 90 degrees across, and this is done in order to make sure that the most of the face is covered by the treatment as uniformly as possible. And I remember really well, as soon as this treatment was over, and I actually didn't go through the full treatment, I was happy to go through part of it. I could feel a tingling sensation for a while, and so it's a very effective treatment. Another thing to bear in mind is that the effects of the Hifu treatments on the face are very good, but you don't expect to get immediate treatments, because normally you see the effects after a number of weeks and sometimes months from the treatment. But as you've seen on the Perspex exercises, this is an effective treatment. But what we're seeing right now is the vaginal function of this device, and we love this function because it's completely automated. So what we've done in this case, we've taken the automation of previous units on the market that were focusing on vaginal only. We have made even a better user interface, and is much more friendly than previous ones available on the market, and more bulky units. So basically you have a much smaller unit for this 3 different treatments than a single vaginal tightening Hifu unit, and the user interface is much more friendly. And also what you find is that you set up the unit, you give it the parameters, and the unit works on its own and is very simple to use. This is just an introduction to the vaginal tightening, but then we're going to make very detailed videos on the vaginal tightening, so you can watch them and understand them little by little, and you can get all the fine details about each treatment. You'll understand many things technique videos which are going to release. But this part of the video, if you see the clock is rotating, that and if you watch the handpiece is rotating as well, so that clock gives you the angle of rotation of that handpiece, and you set the unit to rotate at the angle that you want. As to say, you select the step of rotation, in this case is 5 degrees, and the unit does the work itself, and all you have to do is stand there and make sure that you deliver the right power. So this can be done from an operator can do this quite easily, because all the operator has to do at that point is making sure that the customer is still comfortable enough with the treatment. Normally, that's another point. It has this unit has up to 1.5 I can't remember if it's joule per centimeter. I can't exactly remember, but it's going to be there. So the maximum is 1.5, and people normally bear up to 0.7. So that gives you an idea of how powerful this unit is, and this is one of the other reasons why it's so good. So you're not limited in any way. It gives you a wide scope of power if you ever want to use it, but you'll find that it's going to be quite difficult to use. And that's the initial interface. You just click on that button, and then you have the vaginal tightening, and you set the device, and then it's just a matter of pressing start, inserting the probe inside, and that's it. You'll see the maximum power is 1.5 in there, and people cannot bear that normally. They can bear up to 1.7. So that is it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching again.